This week we're talking with Alyse Lewis, who teaches ninth grade math at ASU Prep. And Miss Lewis, you are in your first year teaching. You're one of our Teach for America fellows. I think the first question I want to ask is, so what led you to pursue Teach for America and to go into teaching right out of college?
Okay, well, my senior year of college, I actually worked at a preschool in the low-income area of Bloomington, Illinois. And I got to work with those children a lot, and I decided that this was something I wanted to do for the rest of my life, working with kids and preparing them for their future education. So I really got into that and became passionate about that issue, and so I looked into Teach for America, and I applied, and I got in, and I'm so happy to be here. So.
Good. What are your thoughts about the Teach for America program overall?
I love it. I am a total advocate, everything Teach for America. I think it's a really unique program because it places college kids into teaching environments that they're not used to, that maybe they didn't study. I was actually a sociology major, so I didn't study teaching, but they do prepare you for what it's like to be in the classroom, and they really teach you how to build relationships with these students and just to help them believe in themselves, that they can succeed in school, and I just love everything about it.
Good. You're teaching math here, so has that been challenging for you? Is that something that you were able to adapt to pretty easily, or what's it been like?
I actually thought it would be a lot harder than I found it to be. It does present some challenges, especially because my background's in a social science, so my math background is really social statistics, those types of things, but I love algebra. And the kids are great, and I think I'm able to break it down in ways that the kids are able to understand it. And I think that has a lot to do with not having a really strong background in mathematics, that I'm able to break it down to those levels for the children.
Good. And our ninth grade math classes, I'm not sure if too many people realize it, but you have a team teacher with Mr. Brandon. So you have two math teachers in the ninth grade class. Could you talk a little bit about how the two of you have approached teaching when you have team teaching in the classroom like that?
Yeah, well, co-teaching is really unique, and it presents a lot of opportunities to work with the children in the classroom. So we have taken advantage of that completely. When one person is doing the do now, the other person will be walking around helping students. We usually take turns teaching the lessons, the main objective, and that's worked out nicely as well because we both get to listen to the other one teach, and we can help the students, and we both know the material ahead of time, so we can both be intermingling with all of the students. And we also, because there's two of us, can separate the students and sort of go at a different pace for some and maybe go at a faster or slower pace for the others. And it's been a great experience so far.
Good. Talk a little bit about your background. You said you went to college in Indiana.
Illinois.
I'm sorry, Illinois. So are you from Illinois originally?
I lived in Chicago, Illinois for 12 years. I'm actually from Huntington Beach, California originally.
Oh, wow. All right.
But I was born in Arlington, Texas. I've just traveled a lot, lived in many states. So I am from the Chicago area, and I moved out here in May.
And so what are your impressions of Arizona so far?
I like it a lot. Well, the weather's great. I don't really know if we had a winter because...
We did. It was about 1 week in January.
Okay.
That was winter.
Yeah, that was really nice. I love warm weather, and I did miss the snow a little bit, but family from back in Chicago sent me pictures, so Arizona's been great.
Good. Do you think, do you see teaching as a long-term thing for you, or what are your thoughts about teaching as a career?
I really like it. I think I like it so much because of the students. The students are great. They are amazing people. They're so unique and so interesting and so intelligent, and I've really formed a lot of great relationships with the students, and I want to see them succeed, and I want to help them believe that they can succeed, and this has been so rewarding that I could see myself doing it for a long time.
Good. Well,
But
I like hearing that.
I'm not completely sure,
Good.
but definitely in my mind.
That's great. And one of the other things you've taken on at ASU Prep is, along with Ms. Calvillo, is building our Spirit Squad, our Spirit Line.
Yeah.
Could you talk about that and what your vision is for our Spirit Line as we continue to grow as a school?
That's a great question because we actually just discussed this the other day. The Spirit Line is great. It's a combination of dance and cheerleading skills, and we support all the school teams. We support the school. We sort of represent the school at different events and things like that. Next year, we're hoping to have 2 squads, a high school squad and a junior high JV squad, and they will both still be incorporated with cheer and dance. And we want to take on a little bit more girls than we did this year. And we really want to get into the more technical things such as stunting and tumbling and more technical dance moves and performing more often, things like that. So it's really exciting, and we have a lot to think about over the summer. We are hoping to have a spring tryout the end of May, and we're going to start back up after spring break, so anyone interested in trying out for next year is welcome to come. We are thinking Tuesdays and Thursdays after school to learn cheers and dances and different things like that to try out in May, and then we'll probably have another tryout in the fall.
Good.
Yeah.
There's some 4th grade girls who have been catching me on the playground every morning that they want to form a 4th grade Spirit Line. So I told them to come see you and Miss Calvia, so they might be approaching you soon.
Well, we've actually thought about, too, having the older girls host a sort of clinic for K through 4th grade, and they can teach the girls cheers and dances, and the girls will get to have bows and pom-poms. So we're putting that together as well, and hopefully we'll do that by the end of this year.
Oh, fantastic. And
Yeah.
you have background in cheer, right? I mean, this isn't something you're just picking up now, right?
Right. I actually have about 12 years under my belt of cheerleading. I cheered grade school, junior high, high school, college. I was actually in charge of Illinois State competitive cheerleading my last 2 years of college, and that was really exciting. We made it all the way to nationals in Daytona, Florida, and I absolutely love it. And I know for sure I'll be doing cheerleading forever, so that might be what's keeping me in the schools forever from now on also.
Good to hear.
So.
Okay, so the standard question I ask every week, so when you're not teaching, what are some of the things that you like to do in your free time?
Wow. Free time. I'm just kidding. I am at the school a lot, but I love being at the school. I love participating in the cheerleading team. I've also started helping out with the softball team a little bit. I played for a couple years. So I do like helping out the school even outside of my commitment hours. I also like hiking a lot. My roommate and I hike almost every weekend. I love traveling, so I travel about once a month, which is kind of a lot, but I enjoy it. I have family all over the country, so I love traveling. I like swimming. I like reading books. I've recently gotten into the Hunger Games, which I know a lot of our students are into. They actually were the ones that got me started on it, so I'll be reading those this weekend. I just got them.
There's a movie coming out.
Yes, there is a movie coming out, so I'm excited about that. I do like going to the movies also. I really like going out with family and friends, going out to eat, just hanging out, going to the zoo, things like that.
Good.
So.
Well, the best news I've heard today is you're thinking about being in teaching for the long term. I hope you do, because we love having you at our school. You're a great teacher, and we're really happy to have you here.
Thank you. And I am working towards my master's in secondary education, so
Excellent.
I do want to get the full use out of that as well. I'm at ASU right now, which is also something I do in my free time, I guess, schoolwork.
Fun.
Yes.
Well, we are so glad you're going to be a great educator if that's what you decide to pursue or whatever, because you're so talented and everything.
Thank
So
you.
thanks again for all you do for our students.
Thank you.